demonstration of this Ecoboost, okay? It's kind of a unique experience to see it this way. What we have set up here is a chassis dynamometer. You see our truck here has the wheels up here and these metal rollers back here. If you can't see it from where you are, trust me, that's what it looks like, okay? We had a whole bunch of different demonstrations we could have chosen to show you. So we kind of racked our brains, hey, what makes the most sense? What's a real world scenario that your customers go through? Has anybody in here towed? Ever towed? Maybe about a third or half, okay. And you guys speak up and correct me if I'm wrong, that have done this, but we thought the best real world demonstration we could show you would be probably the hairiest experience out there when you're towing. So what we did, we strapped 10,000 pound trailer to this truck, and we're gonna give you a 40 to 70 mile per hour passing demonstration. So let's pretend we're on a 2-lane road down here in Georgia and we got 10,000 pounds. Now we're out in the left lane passing. Okay? Is it kind of important that we can kind of move at that point?
Very.
Right? And get by that guy and get back in, right? Or what if we're emerging from an on-ramp onto an interstate and all those big semis are already going 70 miles an hour, right? And we got to get that speed up as fast as possible. So what we're able to do, we can dial any amount of resistance we want into these rollers. So what we've done is we dialed them up to simulate 10,000 pound trailer. And then we had to crank them up another 5,400 pounds to simulate the weight of the truck when it's sitting, on its 4 wheels, okay? So really we're pulling 15,400, does that make sense? All right, so that's what we did. So we're gonna show you how long it takes to go from 40 to 70, and then we're gonna show you how that compares to our competitors. And what we did is we pre-recorded data, because we didn't have time to switch the trucks in and out while it was sitting here. We pre-recorded data on some of the major competitors I'll show you. Just so you know, when I show you the competitor data, keep in mind, we did 5 runs of each one of them, and we're showing you their very best run. Not the average, not the worst, their best performance. All right, and we're doing this live one time on the Ecoboost. No chance of do-over, no mulligans if you're a golfer, okay? So that's what we're gonna do for you in a bit. So I'm gonna show you a couple films first of doing this actually live. We did this at the Michigan Proving Grounds. Ecoboost against the Chevy 5.3 V8, 10,000 pound trailers. Now we're at 40 miles an hour when we hit the first cones. Now we hammer the pedal down to the floor, and we're gonna see who gets 70 first going up this hill. Now watch what happens here. Okay? That's a Chevy V8. Now, he's getting nothing but taillights from us, right? You see this going on here? All right?
I've been up that.
Look at that. That is a V6 engine. That's this one. That's the Ecoboost Manny just told you about. Now, we're not afraid of anybody in the truck business. You guys know that, right? It's F-150, okay? So we went up a weight class just to prove that we're going to be the baddest boy out there. So we took on a 2500 Chevy. They're 3/4 ton with a 6-liter gas engine. Same demonstration. We hit the first cones at 40 miles per hour. Then we hammer the gas in both vehicles. 10,000 pound trailers, right? That's a 3/4 ton truck, boys. Okay? See ya. All right? Look at that. Right there, if you were in that seat right now, how would you feel if you were driving a 3/4 ton Chevy?
7% grade,
and your buddy was in the other one. And your $800 payment on the Chevy was due next week. How would you feel about that, huh? Right? Talking about buyer's remorse, huh? You get to trade him out now, did a good thing. Now he's a little upside down in the Chevy, but that's all right. We got cures for that, right? You got a good finance guy? All right? So anyway, that's what we did at the Proving Grounds. Now I'm going to show you here in real life. And I'll tell you ahead of time, it's going to get a bit loud. And we're going to get some good exhaust fumes to get our blood going first thing in the morning. That's good for us, right? We're called truck guys here and gals, right? All right? So anyway, I want you to focus on a couple of things here. This is the live dyno readout from our Ecoboost right here, all right? The red numbers are horsepower, blue is torque. Excuse me, the speed, you'll see the speed building up here, going like this. But I want you to focus on a couple things. How long does it take us in time to get from 40 to 70, because that's what the computer that Brian over there has is going to show us. And how much miles do we cover? How much mileage does it take from 40 to 70? At the same time, we're going to run the Chevy that we already pre-recorded. Again, they're best of 5 runs. You're going to like a drag race side by side. So go ahead and fire it up, Travis. Travis is going to kind of feather the truck a little slowly until he gets up close to 40 miles an hour. When he gets there, he's going to hammer it to the floor, okay? Same thing we did with the Chevy product and all the other ones. So build up a little bit. semi, right? Alright. Now once you look at this here, okay, that was live, right? No fudging. No fudging, guys. We were able to go from 40 to 70 with 10,000 pounds strapped to our backside, okay, in 12.7 seconds. Okay? What did it take that Chevy? What's that say down there? 20.7? Are you kidding me? Let me ask you a question. I need to tow, or even if you didn't, you can imagine this. How long would 8 seconds feel like out there in a 2-lane one coming at you, or just trying to merge and get in between all those trucks out here on a 20? Can you imagine that? By the way, you're about to do that in a little bit, so be careful in the Chevy. All right? Okay. How long would that feel like? Forever, right? Forever. Look how much distance we covered. Okay? Sorry, I put that in the wrong place. What do we do? 2/10 of a mile? 2/10 of a mile for us. A full 1/3 of a mile for the Chevy product. That's amazing. Our V6. All right. Now again, I told you we're not afraid anyway, right? So Dodge likes to make a lot of claims. Hey, that Hemi, that thing really hauls. It makes a good sound. I will give you that. Okay. But let's see what we did on the Hemi. Same demonstration, 10,000 pounds. You'll notice the lack of shift points there due to their transmission, right? Okay. 0.27 miles, right? So about 7/10 of a mile further, or excuse me, almost a full 10th of a mile further, excuse me. And almost 18 seconds. We'll call it 17.9. Okay. We beat them by over 5 seconds in that same demonstration. Can you believe that? That's the power of this big flat torque curve that Manny was trying to show you there next door. Okay? When he mentioned when you want it, it's all sitting there waiting for you. You with me on that? That's a perfect demonstration of that. All right? I'll show you one more. Remember that Dodge or that Chevy 2500? Look up there on the screen. It takes them 22. What's that say? 22.2 seconds. And 0.35, rounding up, miles to do that same maneuver. Now, kind of eye-opening in one respect. Notice that the half-ton Chevy actually outperforms the 3/4-ton Chevy with the bigger engine. It's kind of interesting.
Weight of the truck.
Not even geared properly to do a real-world test. I mean, that's real world. That's what customers need to happen when they're towing. Okay, so kind of interesting there, right? So that's the power of this Ecoboost and what it can do. So you've seen it graphically next door. Now you've kind of seen it live, but you still want to feel it, don't you? You guys want to feel it? I'm not hearing nothing out of it. You guys want to feel it? All right. So that's, thank you. I knew you guys were fired. All right. So that's what we're going to do next. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go right next door here, out and around, and into our trailer tow staging tent. We got a completely full group here, so we're going to go 3 at a time. So if there's someone you need to be with or whatever, try to stay on their shoulder. We'll try to keep it together. If I got to split you for a bit, I apologize. We got to do 3 to a truck, and we're going to do several rotations out on the highway, pulling 6,500-pound trailers, okay? Our product versus all the other ones. Fair enough? Then when you come back, I'll meet you here in the tent in a while, and then we'll split up and do our other challenges. So I need you to come out right here and go around and into the staging area for towing.